Well, I'm joined now by meteorologist Trevor Birchett. And Trevor, I have to say this week, really the perfect time to kind of check some of those bucket list items off your list.
Yeah, you know, it's not often that the seasons in Mississippi follow the calendar. Usually we're stuck with 90s for a few more weeks, but It's been nice that we hit fall and then it actually felt like fall.
Right, and I have to say it felt so good that I actually got out yesterday and did like a spooky graveyard in my front yard.
Yeah, I saw your Facebook post. If you're driving around Starkville, you see a graveyard, it might be Cash's in his front yard.
Don't tell people that. Don't tell people that.
Hey, his address is like, no, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Hey, some nice weather if you were outside earlier today. Here's the time lapse from the Alpha Insurance Camera Network from this afternoon as the sun set across the area. Beautiful sky there in Columbus and some darkening skies in Tupelo, Louisville, and Vernon, Alabama at Durham's Pharmacy in Lamar County this evening. Now that the sun has set, it is getting a little chilly out there. Temperatures at the Air Force Base down to 59 degrees under a mostly clear sky. And that's generally going to be the trend here overnight tonight. Mostly clear to partly cloudy and temperatures falling to right around 50 degrees by the time you wake up. So if you're an early riser, if you're waking up about 5 or 6, you'll definitely need the light jacket by the time you head out the door. Tomorrow, though, we do warm up nicely right to about room temperature, just where we like it. 75 degrees under a bright blue, sunshiny sky. Of course, it's Monday, but hey, this weather's going to make it a little tolerable, I think. A little breezy at times, 3 to 7 miles an hour, maybe gusting up to 10. Overall, no major issues tomorrow. A lovely day, and that's really the case all across the area. 73 in Louisville and in Ackerman. Up to the north, maybe just a few degrees cooler. Some folks might stay in the upper 60s to right around 70. 69 in Pontotoc, 70 in Bruce. And for our friends in West Alabama, maybe a touch warmer. The farther south and east you go, closer to 80 in Pickens County down in Carrollton, 76 in Vernon, and 75 tomorrow in Sulligent. Really, the weather's staying quiet locally for the next few days, so our eyes have been down on the tropics. We do have one tropical storm that is in the Gulf of Mexico right now. This is Tropical Storm Gamma. Winds right now are 60 miles an hour, pressure 998 millibars. Right now it's moving to the east, but we do think it's going to kind of get caught up and move more to the southwest and eventually swing around to the north. Now, we were expecting it was going to come kind of straight into Mexico, but this storm is actually going to be influenced by our next storm that's coming in, and they're going to kind of get caught up within each other. And so that's going to bring Gamma back around to the north and kind of get wrapped up within our next storm, which is still back to the south and east. Right now, just a tropical depression. It doesn't have a name yet. Still trying to get organized. It's just to the south of Cuba and Jamaica, but we do think over the next few days, as it continues to move off to the north and west, we think this is going to become a tropical storm and eventually a hurricane by the time it gets to the Gulf of Mexico by Tuesday evening or early Wednesday morning. And then, unfortunately, from that point on, there's not much left to stop it. The warm waters really going to help to fuel this storm into a Category 2 with winds of 105 miles an hour by Thursday evening. And then a landfall as a Category 2 sometime during the day on Friday, either in Louisiana, southern Mississippi, or southern Alabama. But, of course, now's a great time to remember this cone is where the center of the storm is going. So impacts can be felt well outside of the cone. So again, this is going to be Friday into Saturday and the weekend. Anywhere from Panama City over to Texas could feel impacts from this hurricane. So if you have plans to be down to the Gulf Coast this weekend, keep that in mind. Maybe don't cancel just yet, but you'll want to stay informed here over the next several days. Now, of course, we ran out of hurricane names. We ended with Wilfred. We're now in the Greek alphabet. We're on Gamma right now. Our next storm up is Delta, so that will be the name we look for here in the next several days. Good news is we're dry for at least through Thursday, and then rain chances return for us Friday and Saturday as the remnants of Delta approach our area. But again, enjoy this nice fall weather while you can. We do warm up just a little bit Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday into the low and mid 80s. Pretty seasonable for this time of year. Partly cloudy skies and dry conditions continue. Again, Friday and Saturday, some rain possible from that tropical storm. That keeps our temperatures a little bit cooler. Overnight lows looking to stay in the low to mid 50s, closer to 60 by next weekend.